wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the tackle was made on the return man, but there is a flag on the play. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Stepping to the right. He's going to take off. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Quick give. It's Butler. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter 4th down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think this offense...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on 4th down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
The give to Brown. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars!
Well, this dude's day just keeps getting better and better. Of course, we've already seen him score once, David, and after that run now, this guy's already eclipsed 100 yards. That's his 2nd touchdown. We're not even done the first half yet.
Yeah, the stats continue to pile up. A big day is approaching, and they've had no answers of stopping it. So if I'm the offense, I don't have to overthink this. Like, keep giving it to him. He'll keep making plays, and they'll keep putting points on the scoreboard.
Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Back to pass, it's Baker. Rush right in his face, and he gets rid of it.
You're welcome. That's what the defensive line just said to the secondary. Ball comes out quick, inaccurate. Why? Because we're getting pressure on the quarterback right away.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Out wide. left, it's Kane.
I really like this slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. On the run, it's Butler. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Auburn trying to convert on 4th down. Needs it. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
And this offense choose to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Moving the pocket, it's Baker. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. After the holding penalty, the offense will try to hang on with a 1st and 20. Sells the run, looking to pass. Sends it downfield. Pulls in the deep ball. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Fresh set of downs going up top. He lobs one high down the left side. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to.
When a defense gets a sack, you know what they want? Another sack. 3rd down coming. Back to throw, it's Baker. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
And, guys, I would have a debate up here if you would go for it, but no, they're going for it. Like, they've proven they already go for it, and this is the spot on the field that you see the green on the screen, right? It's go because it's the aggressive part. You have good field position. If you don't get it, you're not hosing your defense, so I expect them to be aggressive here.
Going to field this one in tight quarters. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. First play of this drive. That's caught. It's Phillips. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Long way to go on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they pick a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas in their matchup against the number 12 team, the Pitt Panthers. And it's the Longhorns in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
The pass is incomplete. Thought they might catch the defense napping, but it'll be third down.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They want to run this quarterback. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's fourth down.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks And just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Got to make the play on 4. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Butler. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Drops back. It's Baker. Buying time to his right. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy. That should have been 6.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. A give to Brown. He's got enough. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
When you run these counter-type plays, you're getting extra offensive linemen pulling at the point of attack, opening up a crease for that running back to gash the defense.
On 1st down, it's Brown again. Swamped immediately.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, BYU! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. There's no question this team is reeling down 28-7, and they have to find a way to get a score on the board with this drive.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
2nd and long here. Making the adjustment on the play. To the air. It's Baker. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. Free yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Hits inside, it's Butler. There he goes. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
With the catch, it's Butler. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Makes the grab. Could not make his way to the corner. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Got him on the RPO.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. He's changing the play. Back to pass, it's Baker. Look out! Breaks loose.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Turning it on. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tiger. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They march 78 yards down the field. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Corners are walked up tight. They're all over him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but not able to come away with the completion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. A huge return there, steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Looking for the edge. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. The defense picks it up. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He's at the 10. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight got left in them. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They'll run with Brown. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's third and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Oh, pressure's coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. How about that play by the strong safety? Made sure his responsibility was covered and then just went and made a play.
Sometimes it's freestyling, right? Sometimes coaches will get a little bit upset, but they don't get near as upset when I get the guy on the ground. They're okay with that, but I'm spinning down. I'm playing close to the line of scrimmage as a strong safety. I see the quarterback. I got to make sure if I do go to him, I better get that sucker, and I better wrap him up, and I better tackle him.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Quick completion on the out route. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Auburn lines up quickly.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
A strike downfield. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
If you're the defense defense, you've got to finish the play. They had the quarterback. They had him corralled in the backfield, just not able to get him down on the ground. And you see against this type of athlete, he can hurt you if he gets outside the pocket.
And the Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Wants to throw. It's Baker. Here comes the heat. That one just came off his hand badly.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Making the adjustment. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, gonna throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in, I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back, and going to get the quarterback.
Looking to throw again. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand, and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. An explosive run, and he gets it all the way up to the 50-yard line before going out of bounds.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to feed.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Got a man in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw one first. Complete. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Cougars want to move quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snapped on 4th down. Intercepted to stop the threat. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The door looks slammed shut in this one, but that last interception may be just the slightest crack in opening here. Left side is Butler. Makes the tackle.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Rolls right. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to get the first through the air. Looking down the left side. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Got some room to run. He's at the touchdown Cougars. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback changing the play. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Holds on. It's Kane. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Motion from the back.
Sweep. Go!
Needs it here on 4th down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Great place to start for this offense. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires on the move. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a double? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
They put the brakes on him.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Gets open down the middle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.